anything else for this first half of the program, and I just wanted to provide some context of what we're all about to go through. If you've not had a chance to read the program notes, I highly encourage you, especially these first few pieces. It will make a lot more sense of what we're about to do. So the first half of this program is all centered on music that is sort of a reflection of World War II. And I won't go too much into the details on it, but this first piece, which is, it says symphony, but it's only about 7.5 minutes long, Symphony Number 1 in Memoriam of Dresden, the bombing of. So those 4 movements, there's no break in between, but you can kind of see the story that is told there, and it ends with the ensemble recreating the bombing of Dresden. We'll actually have, when we get to the 4th movement, the Firestorm, the score that the players are reading. It's one of the first major graphic notation scores in the wind ensemble repertoire. You will see the music that they are reading to recreate that. If you are a fan of Kurt Vonnegut, Daniel Buchwich will tell you that the symphony goes in order. There's kind of the calm before the storm, the seeds of the planting of the detonations, and Ave Maria of asking for forgiveness in the final bombing. But actually, the story of the symphony is more constructed out of order. We begin sort of like Kurt Vonnegut's novel Slaughterhouse-Five, not in the correct chronological order of events. So consider as it begins, we're already kind of post-bombing, or maybe the bombing is happening. It just is very much mixed up. The second piece is almost 20 minutes long. It'll probably be 17-ish minutes. It is a very long, thoughtful, provocative, deliberate piece. I ask you that there will be many moments, if you've been to a concert here before, there are many Maslenka moments where you will be called to applaud. Probably you will think the piece is over, and this second piece, Remember Me, is one that keeps going for a very long time. So I promise you that you will know when the piece has fully concluded. There are lots of moments of soft reflection, and we don't want any interruption into that thread. So on Remember Me, we are featuring faculty member Steve Jackson. You're going to love everything that he does. We also will have a guest pianist, and our harpist will join us at that time. So then we move into Symphony Number 1 in Memoriam Dresden, about this firebombing of World War II. Remember Me is, please read the program note before you hear it, or during the piece. It's about a firing squad in World War II. So firebombing and then a firing squad, and then by the time we get to the 3rd piece, Fire in the Distance is, in this case, the fire is the hope, but also uncertainty for a better future. And what I especially like about the shape of this program is that you can see David Maslenka, composer of Remember Me, has passed on, but his student Kevin Prumenauer is the one that wrote Fire in the Distance. So I just really appreciate that thread of sort of passing on. It is a very heavy first half of the program. As I said, I won't talk after this. But just know that we find ourselves in a world that is constantly echoes of what has happened. Even when we think we've forgotten, we have not. And David Maslenka has a beautiful program note about why we might approach music like this that unfortunately continues to be relevant. But believe me when I say, not only with the first couple of pieces, there's moments to be transformed and to hopefully be optimistic, but especially with Fire in the Distance. So I think that's all I've got for the first half. They will tune up for you, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.
Well, that was on my fault. That was my dorm. I was lose track of time, and I saw 7:26, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't really do something. Yeah, I was hollering. I mean, I was hollering. I just got to see PSBC right now. So hot got prison. The worst things in the world is walking from that side of the door, always in this one hot. Walked by
Welcome back to the second half. Thank you all so much. That first piece you heard, the melody Slain, but then translated and set into Be Thou My Vision, was arranged by our very own Tayado. So please give it up for Tayado. a beautiful arrangement, and of course, if you've been to our concerts or heard the marching band, you've already heard many of Ty's arrangements. So we're very, very fortunate to have Ty here arranging all this stuff. Of course, he's about to leave us, but we'll get to that later. This next piece, oh, perfect, okay. So many of us went to Greece over spring break, and so the next piece we are about to perform, Kalos Eidos. You have a program note that explains all this, but Kalos Eidos literally means like good or the good in Greek, and then ethos like shapes and patterns, and it's of course where we get our word kaleidoscope from. Students, ensemble members, if you want to look up, anybody that's been in any of my classes knows that this is my screensaver for my laptop. And so whenever I'm teaching and, you know, maybe I've gone on too long on a lecture point or a tangent, the friendly screen reminds me, you know, my lecture disappears and up comes my screensaver. This screensaver is called Electric Sheep, and you can download a free version, but there's also a paid version. And so what you're seeing is a server of a bunch of different computers connected, and they're constantly generating. Each one of these patterns is called a sheep. And so every pattern that you're seeing right now, Abby Zayas, who's running our booth, just called up my live screensaver. So these images you are seeing, we will all collectively probably only ever see tonight, and then they will vanish. So every single one you see pass right now is but a fleeting moment. And then you'll see similarities, but you'll likely never see that the way you just did. So I thought, what better way to represent this next piece, Kalos Eidos, so I hope you enjoy. So now for something completely different, we have 13 wonderful musicians who are leaving us, as I hinted earlier, that are graduating, going on to begin again, as they say. So we're very thankful for all that they've done here. Please give it up collectively for we have quite a few, so it's going to take me a minute. I'll try to move, so to speak. In honor of last year, I asked the students to fill out, what they're doing after they graduate, their favorite memory and stuff. And last year, because everything was so crazy, I didn't get a chance to read what they wrote until at the concert. So following tradition, I printed it out and folded it so that I couldn't see half their answers. So you're actually seeing what they wrote before I did. So first up, we have Larissa Popoven, who is away studying abroad in Scotland, but was here with us, played a fantastic concertino in the fall. So you can see that Larissa, English history honors, okay, very good. You can read all of that. Okay, so what Larissa wrote, her future plans: attending graduate school at WIU Quad Cities to get a master's degree in museum studies. Her favorite wind ensemble piece was Give Us This Day, and her favorite memory was meeting Maxwell Loffenton and hearing about his process for creating Paideia Fanfare, which we commissioned and premiered 1 year ago. So, I don't know, should we applaud for each one? That might get long, right? Oh, we should applaud, okay, cool. Yeah. That's attractive. And then next is Nehemiah Nemo. And so you saw him on bass clarinet. He's played clarinet with this ensemble, and then now he's set up back there on contrabass clarinet. So Nemo writes that he's planning to move to California and work for Keysight Technologies. His favorite piece was also Give Us This Day, and favorite memory, Christmas at Monmouth 2022. So please give it up for Nemo. No introduction necessary. Colton's plan is to get a job and have fun. His favorite, favorite piece was Give Us This Day. And then favorite memory was thunderous applause after Illumination during our very first family weekend concert. Not this last fall, but the previous. So yeah, that's wonderful. And you've heard Colton featured on multiple pieces tonight, so give it up for Colton. Next, we have Liv, who's playing the bari sax. Also, as you walked in, you might have noticed that the art featured in the lobby, sort of related to our first half of the program, those were all done by Liv. So absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen some of the art shows that we feature on campus, you totally should. But yes, Liv is planning to go into teaching. Favorite wind ensemble piece is Irish Tune from County Derry, which you'll hear soon. And then favorite memory was going to Greece for spring break. So please give it up for Liv. And there's Ty, who we honored with Be Thou earlier. Let's see, Ty, there you go. His plans are to teach instrumental music at the secondary level, and his favorite wind ensemble piece was Illumination, which is also a David Maslenka piece. There's a lot of David Maslenka on this sheet, I'm realizing. Illumination, Give Us This Day. And favorite wind ensemble memory was making the legendary Gallup video, which, by the way, we recorded this video last year. I asked the students to record a video, and I said, we're just going to perform the piece live on stage to the video. We never rehearsed the timing of it, and wouldn't you know, when we did the performance, our performance of it in the video, it was perfect. If you don't believe me, the video is on YouTube. Search up Wind Ensemble Gallup, and you'll find the legendary video. So please give it up once again for Ty. And then next we have Via. Via, who you've heard on horn tonight, as well as on horn on several of our other concerts. Via writes, plans after graduation, Chair of Research and Special Projects at Freeborn Initiative, and apply to PhD programs. So wow, a lot going on there. Illumination, another David Maslenka, was favorite piece. And then, favorite memory was this concert that we are in right now. See, this is why I both should read these, but also don't. So please give it up for Via. Eli Kelly. Music ed major, has been student teaching at United High School and junior high. Let's see, Eli's plans are to work as a band director in some capacity following commencement. And favorite wind ensemble piece was Paideia Fanfare. We've heard that one earlier, that's really awesome. And favorite memory was making the legendary Gallup video. Ty has been, or not Ty, sorry, goodness. Ty we honored earlier, but Eli has been, both of them really have been like an inseparable part of our program for, since I've been here. And they're both very strong brass players, music ed majors, and they will go off to do wonderful, wonderful, truly incredible things. So we're very fortunate and very sad to see both of them go. Please give it up for Eli. Bindi, who actually technically graduated in December, but has continued playing with the group, has also been serving in our admissions group, admissions department, went to Greece with us, has just done all sorts of incredible things. Bindi, there you go. Bindi's plans after commencement are to pursue a clinical and community mental health graduate program at WIU. Favorite wind ensemble pieces, Spirited Away and Illumination. And then favorite wind ensemble memories, Greece and The Little Mermaid, which we performed last year with a pit of like 17, which was really, truly incredible. So please give it up for Mindy. And here we have Megan in Greece to be back. So Megan, who you've heard on Euphonium many, many times, her future plans, currently seeking employment in the Quad Cities and Monmouth-Galesburg areas. And favorite wind ensemble piece, Give Us This Day, Movement 1 specifically, that we did last year, which is just really incredible music. And favorite wind ensemble memory, playing a quartet with Eli, Zach, and Tucker at this year's chamber band concert, or traveling to Greece with all my friends. Yeah, and if you've seen any of our social media presence, those PR duties, a lot of that has been done by Megan all throughout the year, and of course Camille Prentice as well serves in that role. But please, wow, what a presence online. If you haven't liked us, you totally should. But all of that thanks to Megan, so please give it up. So, this is number 2 of 3 of the euphoniums who are all graduating. What to say? Zach is a beloved member of this ensemble, and of course, money talks, but you heard it here, folks. Here first, folks. So, plans after graduation, seeking employment at home. But hey, listen, if you need somebody, I think the picture talks. If you're looking to hire somebody, he has cut his hair, so he looks a little different. But he's down on stage. You know where to find him. Zach, I've lost you. There you are. Seeking employment at home. Favorite piece was Innsmouth, Massachusetts, that we did in October, 2 Octobers ago. And then favorite wind ensemble memory, performing Give Us This Day. So please give it up for Zach. I don't think I have the words. Tucker went to Greece and just had a fabulous time. You can't hide it in a picture like that. So our third euphonium that's graduating. So if you play euphonium, call me. So Tucker is planning to work as an economic analyst after graduation. So, if you have questions about money, go to Tucker. Favorite wind ensemble piece was Give Us This Day. And then, was the favorite memory going to be anything else than Greece? You just can't beat that. So please give it up for Tucker. And Kendra, who, if you've been to any of our concerts in the last couple of years, heard the marching band, you've heard Kendra as a part of our ensemble sound. Kendra is a wonderful friend of the program, actually a Knox student that has been around. At this point, I think we claim her as a Monmouth College student. But so, unfortunately, due to a conflict with Knox, was unable to be here, but spent the entire rehearsal process with us, played the last concert, and has served in the marching band. It would truly be a disservice not to recognize Kendra. Kendra is planning to substitute teach in Virginia and continuing to give beginner tuba lessons until she figures out if she wants to audition for a military band or go back to school for music ed, which are incredible, lofty goals. So please give it up for Kendra. would be remiss without saying favorite piece was A Mother of a Revolution, and favorite memory was the first time I saw the wind ensemble when I was first getting involved with Monmouth. I was amazed and thought, wow, this is what I've been missing from my college experience. So this is addressed to you. Thank you all for giving that to Kendra. That's really sweet. Yeah. Okay. And then AJ. So AJ, you've heard percussioning for a very long time in basically every group that we've ever had. Truly a wonderful, fabulous percussionist you've heard featured many, many times tonight. AJ's plans are living in St. Charles, Missouri, and working as a facility manager for Midwest Pool Management in Arnold, Missouri. Which is wonderful and fantastic. AJ has tremendous swim and management experience. I have no doubt she will do very, very excellent things. And favorite piece was Give Us This Day by David Meslinka. And then, favorite wind ensemble memory, all of the shenanigans completed in the percussion section when we should have been paying attention. So please give it up for AJ. And I would ask all of those who are leaving us, please, if you'll stand to be honored and recognized one last time. So please stand. So we have two pieces left for you. Thank you. I know the concert is a little long, but lots of important work. This next piece, Irish Tune from County Derry, is what we're playing in honor and memory of those who are graduating. So this next one is for them. And then we'll have one final piece, and I'll tell you a little story before the final piece, and then we'll be on our merry way. So I hope you enjoy, in loving reverence, Irish Tune from County Derry by Percy Aldridge Granger. And so for our final piece, we're featuring Igor Stravinsky's very, very, very famous Firebird Ballet. You may have heard of The Rite of Spring Ballet, which famously caused a planned but a riot. This is 2 ballets back from that. It's really, we've got a young Stravinsky has found his way to Paris, and there's, this guy is like, hey, listen, you're Russian, I'm Russian, let's do a ballet together. And out of this comes the Firebird, which is what sent Stravinsky into the stratosphere. It's very, very famous and well known. Cool. Okay, so what you need to know is it's about a 40-minute ballet, and the Firebird is like this mythical creature, and Prince Ivan is whisked away to this area where the Firebird exists, but also existing in this realm is the great evil Kache, and all of his monsters and stuff that are trying to capture the Firebird and whatnot. Anyway, this Prince Ivan, the hero of our story, finds himself in this mythical realm, ends up capturing the Firebird, but decides to let it go, and in exchange for that favor, Prince Ivan, our hero, gets a feather of just some sort of remembrance of the Firebird. And so there's a bunch of princesses and stuff. You can read all of the notes online. But what you need to know is that all of these monsters in this realm are after Prince Ivan, and the Firebird shows up to rescue him and causes them all to dance in what's called the Infernal Dance. And they literally, all of their energy and life forces danced out of them, and they start collapsing into shambles. And that's where we find them being put to sleep by the berceuse. So we begin at that moment with this lullaby, berceuse, of these creatures falling asleep. So you'll kind of hear them deeply falling asleep and contemplating. And then at the end, that evil force, Kache, is contained in an egg, and Prince Ivan grabs the egg and throws it way up in the sky, and it breaks. Evil realm is destroyed, everybody is free and safe, the Firebird saves the day, and we move into the finale, which I'm sure you've heard. So I hope you enjoy Stravinsky's Berceuse and finale from the Firebird. Thank you so much.